I was just a young man. You see this logo we have here? This is the custard apple tree. That's where God spoke to me. Very young. And we never lost it. So you think you are just wearing 9 karat. No. There is something on that is speaking to the origin of this commission. But how did it come? Did I even say, I'm going to see, God will talk to me on my way to school? Never. It just so happened that I am trying to pick a wild African custard apple. And I heard a voice. I had no sense to disbelieve it. I was too young to doubt. And God knew I have to grab his attention now before he grows up enough to doubt. These little kids that you have, fashion them toward the direction of no doubt. No doubt whatsoever. They don't have to think twice. They need to believe God. I remember one time when I just wanted to know what God was going to be using me in. And I would watch Pastor Chris every time. Just watch. Before I had access to him, I would watch him. And I realized something peculiar about him. That every time he mentioned a spiritual happening, like I met an angel, the story would be less than 30 seconds. He never finished. He would say, I saw a big angel, beautiful, blue eyes. Oh, that was wonderful. And then he goes to another story. And I'm like, no. Please, go deeper on this one. I want to compare with what? Let's compare notes. No. Because he knew people don't believe. So better to give them snippets and move on. Because their spirits will be immature to contain. There are things I will never do here. Never. That if you sit and stand with my people and start asking what happens when you're around, they will tell you stories that you think, but why is it not happening in church? Because those ones have moved with me and understand exactly where we are going. Are you here? There are things I have just around me, that if you are shown, you'll be like, what is this now? You start to think, but we'll never show you. Because at that time, you are still weak. You're still weak to contain it. I remember I sent Honorable Zenda with one of the things. And this man who makes these things looked at it and said, no, I'm going with you. Wherever you took this thing, let's go together. He said, no, you can't go. He said, I want to tell you one thing, especially tell whosoever is going to touch this. If they have slept with a woman, they should do 48 hours, 2 hours, 2 days without touching it. They will die. And if they touch it by mistake and God gives them mercy, 2 more days, don't touch a woman. I kept calling him, where are you with that thing? Where are you? It's like this man is just following me. Now you want to know what? There are realms you can get into. I wish this area here. So it's just a sense of the spirit I'm feeling. It's just a sense of the spirit that I kind of sense it somewhere. No matter how young you are, receive it for yourself. Receive it for yourself. Receive it for yourself. Receive it for yourself. Receive it. We are the voices crying, but we are greater than John. I said we are greater than John. We are greater than John. There is no place I enter. Watch this, sir. Ma'am. There is no place I enter before angels arrive. I move with an entourage of angels. Military cadets that gets in and arrange the chair. They clear the environment before I get there. And I've realized one thing. The moment I get into a room where they've already cleared of landmines and obstacles, the moment I get in and I'm not conscious of it, disaster happens. Because I'm not conscious of what was going to take place. But every time I enter and I'm conscious of them arriving before time, things begin to happen. Sir, I have meetings and cadets, places that I've been to in the realm of the spirit, where meetings are held, juntas of the spirit, where they sit and talk, and I'm listening to their voices as they arrange what will happen in America, what will happen in Zimbabwe. This is the reason why my mouth has been given the access to speak mysteries concerning presidents. From this pulpit here, I can remove some. From the same pulpit, I can dethrone kings. From the same pulpit, we can establish governments, put presidents in power, prime ministers in positions. Fire some. Some will stand here and say your days are numbered. And it won't be a year. A coffin will be set there. And it's only you who says, hey, wait a minute. He said these words. Wait. What's happening? Because we've been in meetings where God has told me, I've made you the leader of the prophetic. And he says, your revival shall be for ranking prophets. Not any prophet, ranking ones. If your prophet says he's number 1, he's a ranking prophet. If he says he's number 2, he is a ranking prophet. If he says he's number 7, he is a ranking prophet. And the leader is here. But in the same vein, I don't want you to miss this. In the same vein, there are some who are prophetic and still in healing and in teaching. They are grouped differently. I'm a raw prophet. Raw. Don't miss categories. At one time I said there are only 7 prophets on earth. And people getting angry. It means they know they are not in the part of the 7. If you are number 6, you'll be excited. Say, the man has told the truth. But if you are not there, you are number 1,051,051. And you are not even a prophet. You argue because you are an analyst, not a prophet. You analyze events. So you get angry. But if you are real, you'll be like, the man has told the truth. So we are only 7. Hey. Your preaching will be stand behind the pulpit and say, we are only 7 on earth. Now you are angry. Well, no, it's not true. What God told me about the prophetic is not up to an argument. Just check the results. Check the number of the international prophecies. Check the number. And then you realize we've been put in certain locations in the spirit where we control environments. Brother Kenneth Hagin was leading the prophetic movement. But in the same vein, Brother Branham was a raw prophet. So Kenneth Hagin would say, I'm a leader of my prophetic movement, but based on faith movement. Branham would stand here and say, I'm a leader. And I'm a leader of the prophets because raw prophecy. Same location. What would cause Pastor Chris to say, Uebert Angel is the most remarkable prophet in our generation in Christianity today. Pastor Chris? Do you think he wastes his words? If there is a man who keeps a premium of the words he speaks, is him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rodin Howard Brown said, since the time of Branham, this is the prophet I've seen at this level.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Prophet Cobus of blessed memory said, I've seen unctions from Jake Cole, from William Marion Branham in the prophetic. These men have not seen any unction close to Branham than like this.
Yes, Ambassador.
Where are you? Where are you? Why are you here? Am I saying I'm the best there is? No, there are prophets of notable signs and wonders. There are prophets in healing also. There are prophets who are great teachers. There are prophets who have other functional. They are functionaries in the spirit. But when it comes to what is called the prophecy, don't dance champion. Satamba shash. No. And you are custodians of the prophetic wherever you are. That's not to say we know everything. We know everything that God tells us. As I'm saying right now, someone will get so angry. Why? Why is he saying these things? My brother here came out and says, I learned how to fly physically. Oh my God. The anger. People were angry. They've never seen him. They've never heard him for lunch or for dinner. They never said with him, heard him to sit down there and eat with him. Yet, they know it's a lie. They say it's a lie. It's a lie. Liar. Were you there? Did you see him not able to fly? You are able to lie. No one challenged you. The reality of life is, if you want to be used in the same language and in the same area, in the same capacity, you cannot attract what you can't respect. Honor it first, then you will see it manifest. Now you're not hearing me. You are not hearing what I'm saying. You're not hearing it. Imagine the days. Do you know when people talk about Idahosa? Idahosa was a great man of God. Do you know he was the first preacher to be seen driving a Mercedes-Benz in Nigeria? They fought him in papers. They said he's a liar. He's a false prophet. A charlatan. Now that he's dead, he's a great man of God. Wonderful. If we only have people like this. He bought a motorcycle. They say he's a liar, a thief. Motorcycle. Now that he's dead, general, we are sons of witches and wizards. So we have an affinity with people who are dead. We like them. If you die, you are a general. If you are still alive, you are not.